Hello, you wonderful people. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are bringing to you our sixth annual. Isn't that wild?
It's so wild.
It's our sixth annual social media predictions video. So we've done this every single year since we started the channel in 2018, and we are hitting you with the 2024 social media predictions video.
Would it be fair to say that this is our favorite video of the year to make?
I do love these. I love these, and I love updates.
Ooh, yeah,
and I love looking at stats, number data to see how it informs things, trends, all that stuff. So these are really our fun videos to create.
Think
for
big
sure.
picture. Think what's happening next. So we have a bunch of predictions that we feel pretty good about.
Oh yeah. So without further ado, we're gonna jump right in.
Our first prediction for social media in 2024 is an increase in higher quality videos. So you may have noticed over the past, I would say 3 years, it would be fair to say, that, you know, a platform like TikTok had popularized that lower quality, lower effort kind of video approach. And that was the antidote to that sort of overly curated sort of influencer kind of look that was stressing people
really
out.
Instagram driven. Was
Very
that
Instagram
influencer, like very high quality vibe.
And it was cute at first, and it sort of gave a lot more people the ability to be able to be a creator during the, you know, pandemic times.
Yeah.
Now we feel like that's kind of coming to an end. It's like the pendulum swung so far on one side for the highly curated stuff.
Yeah.
Then it went completely the other side when everybody had time and wanted to be a creator.
Yeah.
And now I think it's coming back because there's other lower res stuff. It feels just kind of flat and tired, and it feels like it had its time and it was great. We don't think it's completely gonna go.
No, I think there's still opportunities there for sure. Because right now what's really popular is that, and because it works, right? And we've talked about this in the past, especially as an Instagram engagement hack, something that works really well for Reels and TikTok is when you have this, technically every platform, is one, watch time, right? We know that watch time is important. It's great to get somebody to watch your video as well in terms of completion to 100%. So when you do have these short videos that have C caption and it's just you opening your laptop or it's just you walking into frame, all of these, they're super easy for you, and they also trick the algorithm into serving your content more by deeming it more engagement, but really people cared about the information that's usually a part of it, unless it's just so aesthetically gorgeous. But it can get so lazy and so easy to drown out, just like pointing and dancing was. So just as we saw pointing and dancing fade out, thank goodness. Sorry, to each their own. Just as we did see pointing and dancing fade out, it would make sense that this kind of fades out too. And in this last quarter even in the last 2 quarters, have already seen that high DSLR, beautiful resolution storytelling. Even with our clients, when we're looking back at comparing some of the content that were professional content versus like more phone driven,
casual,
it just outperformed wild. Even though we think there's all these one-offs sometimes that did well, overall, when we look at the majority, the professional videos come up at the top.
Yeah,
in the end.
The engagement, the reach, just like posting less often, higher quality and more effort. It's definitely generated a lot more results. So I feel like across the board, we're going to see a lot more of that in 2024.
Yeah. And what this means for you when you're thinking about this is I don't want to, and we both don't want to put like some immediate pressure on you that you need to go buy a bunch of equipment now in order to create high quality products. If you have a mobile phone that was made like after, mobile phone. If you have a cell phone, I don't know why. But if you have a mobile device, like, a phone, likely if it was made after 2020 at least or something, it has a 4K camera or at least a 1080p camera there. So all you need to do is turn that phone around and start recording yourself with that camera instead of the selfie lens. So don't worry so much about having to see yourself. There are actual hacks that we've talked about. We filmed it in this video about ways to get around that, but you definitely want to put time and effort into a higher quality footage. So again, your rear facing camera, natural light, that will already like take you leaps ahead. And then if you want to take it a little bit further, then we start talking about maybe mics. So you could do a lapel mic, for example. You could do like a real standing mic like we have here. And then you could look into cameras. The cameras do the DSLRs, like what we're using here, which is a Fuji camera. All our stuff is in the description box below if you want to look and you're thinking about that. We love everything that we're using right now. We have no desire to like up anything really because we love everything. If you do decide on that, it's also going to take you just a step up. The next social media prediction for 2024 is an increase in AI and automation adoption. So the increase in use of these tools. When you think about it, which is wild, just shows you how much time has gone. ChatGPT only became really widely available at the end of 2022. Look how much we've done since that first real world application, real business application of since AI tools like that. Exactly. Like obviously this was already in the works, but when it came to like wide adoption, this is only a year and we have seen so many changes so many advancements. Marketers specifically are really integrating this into their workflows. In fact, in 2023, Ascend2 discovered that 50% of brands have adopted marketing automation tools for social media management. So we're 50%. Really, that's a large amount. Yeah. And this is marketers, and we're seeing this with brands too, year right? One. And this is just year one. So think about just the rule of Ray Kurzweil.
Oh, singularity.
Like singularity. So it's how fast like adoption happens and how quickly things come. Yeah. Like from one invention to like how quickly things surpass. Yes. Like if you just think about the computer from the 80s to like the fact that it's in our hands right now. Things are going to speed up, and it makes a lot of sense. So we've been using automation tools to help us drive sales, drive engagement, create these like consumer and customer interactions and client interactions for when we're not even there. Automation is going to be so key to working smarter, not harder, which is what we talk about all the time. One of our favorite tools, if you've watched this channel, you're not going to be surprised to hear what we're going to say. ManyChat changed the game for us this year. ManyChat we credit with really driving engagement for us, specifically on Instagram. It has changed the way we use the platform. It's made us more excited to even use Instagram again. Now, if you're not familiar with what ManyChat is an automation tool that allows you to automate different parts of your chat marketing, automate your parts of your DMs and your sales. And the best way to describe this to you is to just give you an example of how we use it. Yes. So for example, when we're looking at driving traffic to our freebies, to landing pages that have our freebies so that we can grow our email list, one of the ways that we use ManyChat is by putting out a post, and in that Instagram post, whether that be a reel or a carousel, doesn't matter what it is, in the caption, we would tell people to comment a certain keyword. And I know that if you're watching this, you have definitely seen this on Instagram. They would comment a certain keyword that could be updates, for example. And what that would look like is we have created using templates in ManyChat, which allows you to build certain automation flows. We've built something that will say anytime someone comments the keyword updates, send them this YouTube video, send them to this playlist, send them to this freebie, for example. In our case, we're using it to drive engagement in the comments because it's allowing us to get more comments. Then we're also driving traffic to certain pages, whether that be a landing page that's taking you to our email letter via a freebie, or it could be something like a YouTube video, which we do use often. So if we have a new YouTube video, we may repurpose a portion of that video, put it onto Instagram, then we'll say, hey, comment, and we'll send you the full video. You DM us. Video gets hit. We're not even really aware. It's just sometimes we look in the notifications, and in those notifications we see that we're getting these things where keywords are always popping up and people are commenting, and then that allows us to go in and have that conversation in DMs with it, so we can actually take these automated processes and then we add our human touch to it. Or it just automates in general and everyone has everything they need, and then that's a new person added to our mailing list, or it's a new subscriber or someone who's watching that's new. It's a really incredible way to automate at scale engagement, so customer engagement, client engagement, and also automate leads generations. When it's coupled with ads, which I've talked about in this video, what we've done for our clients is make it so that we are able to sell tickets, sell events, sell products, all automated by using their DM strategy, which means that we can get people into the DMs via ads, and then ManyChat has that conversation to close the sale for us. It is so incredible what this product is doing, and there are so many celebrities, I'm just going to pop up, or so many brands that are seeing incredible results using ManyChat as part of their workflow process. So this is what automation looks like and how it can integrate into your future, and what we definitely see without question only becoming more and more prominent in 2024. ManyChat is a sponsor of today's video. We love them so much. We will never stop talking about them. It is so incredible, the tool. I think it's incredibly genius as a business model. It's just so smart in what it empowers businesses, brands, and creators to do. And we're so excited to even just hear how you all are integrating ManyChat into your marketing process. We made a ton of videos that we'll link below to kind of show you a bit more about how ManyChat works, but definitely recommend using it and looking at it for your 2024 strategy. Again, we want to thank ManyChat for sponsoring sponsoring this video. And because they are so kind to us, if you sign up via the link below and you use the code HIGHSEASON, you will get to try their Pro plan for free. The Pro plan is incredible, but the free plan is also amazing. Try out the Pro plan, see how you feel. The free plan is also incredible. I just can't speak to enough about how awesome this tool is. So go check it out. All the details will be in the description box below. So that side really covers the sales and engagement automation and shows you what's going to be possible there. And now we can talk about content creation and copywriting and ideation. And for that, another great tool and somebody who really became a leader in the space in AI is Canva. Canva, what they've done with their Magic Studio is incredible. And this is only the beginning. Again, this is all happening in 1 year. It's really impressive how fast everybody moves, I gotta say, because I feel like AI just popped up in everywhere all of a sudden. But Canva's Magic Studio is a really great place that allows you to create videos and images with prompts. So this is generative AI. So you're going to see this come up more and more. And what that means is that something's being created based on your prompts. So for example, have a white male and a black woman sitting in front of a camera filming a YouTube video for their audience, and it will create that image for you. Canva can do that. ChatGPT can even do that. Definitely recommend looking at the Magic Studio suite. There are so many options that you can do to really create content. And at some point, they're going to start replacing stock. How great things are coming out and looking. So that would really be able to help you in your workflow. You might not need to even go to stock photography website. You might be able to create a lot on your own. So definitely recommend going out and looking at Canva and Magic Studio, looking at ChatGPT and playing with these tools to get yourself familiarized. Also keep an eye out on Meta AI. So Meta AI, they released a suite of features. We don't want to be redundant here, so we won't talk about it here. We talked about it in this video. It was in our new Instagram updates and features video. We'll also link it below. But Meta AI is coming out with a ton of things. They also introduced or revamped the Ray-Bans glasses, and now you can talk to their chat assistant. YouTube is coming out with a ton of AI tools as well, especially in the shorts arena. You're going to be able to create fake backgrounds. Like, there is a lot going on right now that's really going to push AI forward, and you need to make sure that you are paying attention so that way you can see what can be introduced into your workflow or what you might be able to even build a portion of your business on. You know, like, there's a lot of opportunity there. So definitely something to watch.
The next social media prediction for 2024 is an increase in mixed media use on Instagram. Now, we covered this in extensive detail in this video right here, which a lot of you had a bunch of great comments on. So we won't go too deep into it, but essentially we spoke about a study that showed the decrease in reach of Reels. So everyone who was saying that their Reels views have gone down and their reach has gone down, you're not crazy. It's all of us. It's happening to everybody. So as more and more Reels were posted on Instagram, it became harder and harder to actually get access and attention to real humans, real users. So what that means is that other different type of posts that were kind of like left, you know, in the dust a bit when
because
Reels
they were
came
pushing
out.
Reels so hard.
Exactly, not because we didn't want to do it, is that they told us to do Reels. But now it's coming back on the other side. So carousels are probably the front runner alongside stories, alongside DMs as well. And DMs ties into the last point with ManyChat. So it's super cool. There's a lot of great information. So we won't repeat it here, but we're going to see a lot more different types of posts in 2024, not just Reels.
The next social media prediction for 2024 is a rise in nano influencer partnerships. Now, if you're not aware of what a nano influencer is, that is a creator or an influencer with under 10,000 followers. That's the general consensus of what that looks like. I think back in the day, we used to keep it a little lower. But because there's so many influencers that happened, we didn't even have nano originally.
And
because like Nano got introduced, it was like 1,000. Then because everyone became an influencer, these have expanded a bit.
Makes sense.
And then we have micro influencers, which is usually looking at 10,000 to like 100,000, which also used to be different. A nano influencer, micro influencer is someone with a smaller audience, usually likely very engaged, highly niche, and this is why they work so well in partnerships. And as you know, we see these budgets, you know, with the economy, being the way that it is, definitely see marketers here and business owners, especially if you're a business owner, targeting these nano influencers or nano creator partnerships, because then you have an opportunity to probably exchange, or you can apply a smaller budget there because you're both kind of growing and on the come up. So it makes a lot of sense. What this means for you, if you're a business owner, start targeting nano influencers and creators and building those relationships so that way they can promote your products. And you definitely would do this as a collaboration post. If you're a creator watching this, then definitely recommend buying content from brands that you already love, creating beautiful content around it and tagging them, and start creating those relationships and conversations that can then get you paid to help, obviously lift you as a creator and as a brand, as an influencer, because you're able to demand more once you show the results that you're able to produce. And if you are wondering more as a creator watching, we did do a full breakdown based on all of our years of experience on how to get brand partnerships, even if you have a smaller following, and that will be in the description box below.
The next social media prediction for 2024 is an increased Threads adoption. So Threads, as we know, launched this past summer, and it came in pretty hot and fast, a little early, as they self-admitted.
Yep.
And I understand why. They were trying to compete with all the shenanigans at X, which completely get it. So, the excitement was really, really quick and super fast, and then it kind of caved. But they've already been, they've been working nonstop, to be, given credit. They've really been adding a bunch of new things like hashtags without the hashtag and trending topics. They've added a whole bunch of different features, and that's only going to ramp up next year. And look, think about it. It's run and owned by Meta, who obviously are the largest company in the field. So there's almost like no way it could fail.
Because of this, I know there's like things that maybe come out, but they've never adopted as widely as this one is.
No.
Like where there have been like random apps that have kind of been tested.
Small little
things.
Yeah,
small things, but not to this extent. And what they have on their side is these other platforms to leverage. And that's why you're seeing Threads come up in your Facebook feeds and your Instagram feeds. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes up in WhatsApp somehow at some point.
Yeah.
Also, another significant piece to that increase in adoption is that they are working on their writing AI, which means this would allow you to schedule and publish content on Threads. And that's something that's missing right now. So people are kind of like, I got to go to another app and go paste the thing that I'm talking about, which is still, so that's what's also keeping it a very engagement focused, text-based platform, more conversational. But the marketers are going to market. And they are going to, get on Threads. Once you can cross-publish, they're definitely going to get in there, and they're going to be cross-publishing content, which you should. You should show up everywhere that your potential audience could be. Definitely also see at some point, maybe towards the end of the year, would be curious to come back and watch this video later, ads eventually showing up there, as they should, because again, it's a Meta platform and they have that robust system, so why not? And then insights. As we get into the marketers using it, because in the end, the marketers and the brands and the influencers, if you want an influencer creator to really use a platform, you need to give them the insight so that they're able to tell a brand that they're worthy of using it. Correct. And then when you want a brand to use the platform, you need to tell them it's worth it, which means, again, they need insights in order to be able to do that. So what this means for you is that if you are currently not on Threads, definitely create the account and look at how you can use and repurpose some of the content that you already have and put it onto Threads in a bit more of a conversational way. But definitely secure your handles, have them there so that you're able to be easily tagged. And even if this just means introducing yourself and posting just once a week, just to start getting yourself warmed up, because you don't want to miss out if this platform really, really grows. There's still a lot of early adoption advantage there on the platform for sure. The next social media prediction for 2024 is that LinkedIn will, I'm going to say, slam it, kill it, dominate the B2B world. LinkedIn is coming up, y'all. They've been working. They have been working. And really out of 2020, because there were more people sitting on their computers and there was a lot of tech boom changes, a lot going on over these last 3 years, we really saw LinkedIn have an increased adoption and increase very comparable to Facebook, where you are actually giving some of your personal anecdotes on there. Selfies are on there, but then a lot of the same type of things you would do on Twitter, which is, share your knowledge and expertise in a text written format. This is a great thing if you're a service-based business and something you really need to pay attention to. So if you are B2B, so you are looking at attracting other clients, then you really need to consider creating a strategy on LinkedIn. And what they're actually doing now, because they're seeing the value, is they're trying to diminish a little bit of that personal content. And they've said that they are prioritizing knowledge within their algorithm. So the sharing of knowledge. So if you're on there, and you will see there are actually people who are getting labeled on their profiles as being a leader on a certain topic. So this is a great opportunity for you to show up, and all you need to do is repurpose content that you have from somewhere else
and use their features, like their newsletter. We launched our LinkedIn newsletter this year. Like, they've got a whole bunch of really cool features that have been put there to help you spread the word. The real key to all of this is that LinkedIn in 2024 is like Facebook in 2015, arguably.
Yes, that's what it feels like.
Free organic reach.
They're
pushing, they always try to, hey, join your premium and run ads and all this stuff. Cool. But for the time being, don't miss out on getting the access to the crazy reach that they are giving away for free right now while you can, because it's not going to last forever, because nothing ever does. Alrighty, we've got a couple quick predictions we're going to run through. The first one is the increased importance of SEO across the board on all social platforms. So we've talked about it, I was about to say at length, but at least a bunch of times on Instagram specifically, where SEO has now taken precedence over hashtags. The hashtags themselves, as Adam Mosseri has said, aren't as important now as SEO, because they're really optimizing all social platforms. When I say they are optimizing themselves for search as if they're Google. And it's actually a great thing, because users want to do whatever they need to do where they are at. If you're on Instagram and you have a thought, oh, I want to find the answer to this, you should be able to essentially search for that on any platform and then be able to find at least close to that answer. And that's what they're doing right now. So make sure that your bio, your name, your post, your captions are using all the keywords that your intended target audience are going to use themselves when they are searching for whatever it is that you do. It's super important, super easy step. SEO is always free, so don't miss out. It's going to be a big, big one in 2024.
And we have a video that we'll leave in the description box below. I was pointing up. I still we'll have the graphic there.
Of course.
But there's definitely no cards left. But we'll definitely leave that in the description box below for you to check out in terms of how to increase your SEO on Instagram. And you can take a lot of these principles for the other platforms as well.
Of course.
Now, another one is the increase of social commerce. And this is another one that we say every year, because it just continues and continues to increase. And I think we have some numbers behind that one too that we were referencing. Yes. U.S. social commerce sales will surpass $100 billion.
That's so
$100 billion by 2025, according to Insider Intelligence. And that's really thanks to how Gen Z are using these tools. You know, like, they are kind of born more into the e-commerce world, and they're born more into social media. So it just makes sense and feels natural to purchase from there. And TikTok, though, TikTok shopping, they're really dominating in this area. They're doing really, really well. However, they're running into a lot of counterfeit and like type of sketchy things happening with their shop. So you definitely should consider TikTok. It's just, of course, be mindful of this. That's more on the consumer side anyways, to be mindful of what the products are that you're purchasing. But if we look at more reputable, you know, trustworthy brands that have been around forever, like Pinterest or Meta is creating partnerships with Amazon. There are a lot of things to notice in terms of how these social media platforms are setting themselves up to make it easier for consumers to purchase. So what this means for you is that you need to make sure that your shops are set up for success on your social platforms. Definitely, if you sell something, be on Pinterest. In our last live, we actually did get a lot of people
asking about
like
Pinterest.
A decent amount of people mentioned Pinterest. Pinterest is definitely one to watch and one to integrate into your marketing strategy if you are selling anything.
Absolutely. And another really important one to watch in 2024 is YouTube Shorts.
Yes.
So it was launched this year or last year?
I believe I think it's 2022.
It feels like it was last year, but I feel like it was kind of fronted on a bit. I feel like it's like always the last one on people's minds is Reels and TikTok and then Shorts. Now, the reach, just kind of like with LinkedIn, the reach on Shorts that YouTube are giving away for free is incredible right now. But once again, it's not going to last forever. So they're really trying to get an uptake on that. And Shorts have just been getting better and better. It's been a really strong growth strategy for us.
We see these social media management platforms and tools like a Planoly, like a Later. We did a video on Planoly. You can cross-platform to YouTube Shorts. So you can sit in one, and there'll be a link for that below. You can sit down at your computer and just say, I want to post to TikTok, I want to post to YouTube Shorts, I want to post to Reels, I want to post to Pinterest, the same video, for example. And a lot of people are just reposting and Facebook Reels. So it's a real missed opportunity, especially when it contributes so well to growth and when it's on the second most search platform in the world. That when we're talking about SEO and the importance of SEO, it is an incredibly missed opportunity to not use YouTube Shorts when SEO is so rich. And if you go on Google and you search something, your shorts can even come up on Google. This is like opportunities you don't want to miss. So definitely can't recommend that enough.
So 2024.
That's a wrap.
Predictions. I feel good about these.
I feel good about this.
I feel like a lot
this
of
is probably a longer video because we're talking.
Yeah, we're yapping
more. We're yapping. But yes, data backed for sure. So hope you sat down. Thank you so much for making it all the way through.
Thank you.
But I hope you sat down and just kind of enjoyed this as you were contemplating 2024. But yeah, really excited for where social media is going. I think we're going to see what we mentioned, some things kind of swinging back, and then some new things with AI coming out, which is going to be really interesting to watch. We'll always keep you updated on the channel. So if you have not subscribed, make sure that you do that. Thank you again to ManyChat, our favorite automation tool, for sponsoring this video. Again, you can check the description box below to learn more about ManyChat and to register using our link. And if you enter code HIGHSEASON, you will get the pro account for free for 1 month, and you can continue on from there, whichever way that you like. Thank you for watching this video and for hanging with us for 2023. It has been a beautiful year.
Such a great
year. We hit 50K this year. It was so cool. You know, we've been out here for a while, so it's really nice to, you know, keep building this audience and seeing that people are loving the videos and the content and finding it super helpful. So, Happy New Year. Wishing you a beautiful, beautiful, abundant, thriving 2024. Rooting for you always.
Always.
Bye.
Peace.